What's up, y'all? It's your girl Ayana of Ayana Innocent Chat. And what we're going to do right now is kind of do a little compilation. We're going to look at 3 distinct videos that are going to discuss how Larry and Shara got divorced and how Larry and Bethany came to be. On Chat Club, we've been kind of trying to put together like timelines and all that stuff as to kind of how he ended up with Bethany, as opposed to Shara. And one thing is that Shara supposedly had an affair on him while he was in the military overseas. What we don't know is how Larry found that out. We also don't know if she legitimately had an affair. He says she did. There's rumors that one of the chat club members says that she said she did. Well, we're gonna go back down this here rabbit hole and we're gonna check this out. All right. So we're not gonna waste any more time. Let's start with the skit where Larry explains to Brooke why he divorced her mom and Bethany overhears it. Let's go.
You still eating the same Chick-fil-A from earlier?
Yeah, I got it, but I didn't really finish it earlier because I went to sleep.
You didn't warm it up? It looks kind of cold.
No, I want to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Dad?
So hold up. One thing I want to point out, in the most recent skit where Shara did Brooke's hair, Brooke and Destiny's hair, Brooke had a 30-inch bust down. Right now, Brooke has a 30-inch bust down. Bethany was triggered and did not like the fact that Brooke had that hairdo, but right here she's got this 30-inch bust down. So that's something that me and Chat Club, I'm gonna point out to Chat Club. Y'all take note of that in this skit. Let's keep going.
Yes.
I was wondering something. Why did you and Mom break up?
Oh. Okay. Oh. What's wrong with this? I wasn't expecting that question. It's complicated. You were too young to understand, and everything happened. So that's why I never told you anything.
But I mean, I was 8 then. I'm 17 now. There's a big difference.
Okay, so now we have another time they split up when she was 8. Let me make note of this. Give me a little scrap piece of paper here and make note that Brooke was 8 when Larry and Shara split up. Okay, so let's keep going.
Right. I just want to know the truth.
It is, but when it happened, you were my little girl. And I still consider you my little girl, but now I can see you're growing into a woman. So I'll tell you what, I can give you 2 options. I can still treat you as my little girl, or I can talk to you as a young lady. Which one do you prefer?
A young lady.
Okay. So from this point on, I will tell you things as a young lady, because that's what.
Okay, so remember these last skits that I did prior to this one is about these piercing, and he's still hollering my little princess, and you let her get all these holes in your body. But right here in this skit, he said he's gonna talk to her. He gave her a choice: talk to you like your little girl or like your young lady. I'm talking to you like she says, young lady. That was her choice. Let's keep going. Oh, y'all like, subscribe, and share this video as well.
You deserve. That's what you want. I would no longer talk to you as a little girl, okay? Your mom stepped out on me.
Stepped out where? Where'd she go?
See, that right there shows you how coddled Brooke has been and how long they have treated her like she's a little bitty child. Most kids at Brooke's age understand what someone stepped out on another person is. They know that means they cheated. Okay?
She cheated on me.
With who?
Some guy from, around, yeah, and it broke me down pretty bad because I was away. Mm-hmm. And she was supposed to be taking care of you, and I was over in Iraq doing, protecting my country. And then I come home, she was acting different. And I started seeing little signs here and there, and I realized that she was cheating. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go. I need to run that back because One of chat club, I think it was Looney, was saying how he found out when he got home. But prior to saying he found out when he got home, let me just go back and read. I'm gonna go back a few seconds to when he starts saying it.
Protecting my country, and then I come home, she was acting different, and I
Hold on.
started seeing little
Hold on.
signs of taking care of you, and I was over in Iraq doing, protecting my country, and then I come home, she was acting different, and I
Okay,
started.
clearly I
She
didn't go
cheated on
back
me.
far enough.
Who's who?
Some guy from around, you know, uh, yeah, and it broke me down pretty bad because I was away, and she was supposed to be taking care of you, and I was over in Iraq doing,
Okay, so he said he came home, but he also said, and I was away. So did he initially hear rumblings of her cheating while he was away? And then when he came home, he knows it, because let me tell you something about men. Men tend to be a little clueless. Okay. So for me, just for me, we need to break down a little further what it means that when he came home, she was acting funny versus she was cheating on me. I was in a I found out she was cheating on me. So did he find out before he came home, as in someone told him, and then he came home and then he started noticing her behavior had changed or whatever, and then okay, so it's a little off. Yeah, things are a little bit off for me. I'm just saying. Let's keep going.
protecting my country, and then I come home, she was acting different, and I started seeing little signs here and there, and I realized that she was cheating. And I confronted her about it. We had a conversation. Things sort of got heated. We calmed down. We tried to make it work, but then she continued to, you know, cheat, and I just couldn't take it no more. It was breaking.
So he says they decided to work it out and then she continued to cheat. Well, how do you know she continued to cheat? How do you know? What proof did you have that she continued to cheat?
Our family up. It was hurting you, and I didn't want that to hurt. I didn't want you to hurt anymore like that. So I made the decision to divorce her.
Okay. Well, thanks for telling me the truth.
Yeah. That wasn't the only thing. I mean, she also she got arrested.
Yeah, I knew about that, but like I didn't know why she got arrested.
She did a few months in jail for something that I'd rather you talk to her about. I'd rather not say anything against your mother because I would never say anything bad against her because I still your mother I respect.
I mean, you just told her that the woman was cheating on you the whole time you was out fighting for your country. So this, anyway, go ahead, Larry.
Her. However, I'd rather you talk to her about that and get her side of the story. That way, you got
Even
both
after
opinions.
all this, do you still love her?
Yeah, I do. I'm not in love with her, but I still love her because she gave me you. And
So Bethany's back there watching. This is why she's so deathly afraid of Shara. One reason. I do believe that she has something to do with Shara getting arrested. Um, but she's always somewhere lurking and eavesdropping on conversations. This has been her thing ever since they started showing us her family life. She's always been somewhere lurking and eavesdropping, and then later on coming to put her 2 cents in. That's something I noticed about her. But we are getting more of the timeline at this point.
you're one of the best things that ever happened to me. And I love her for that. So even though we had our situation, our probably divorce, I still do love your mother.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, thank you for telling me the truth.
you're welcome. Well, I love you, and I wanted you to know what's going on.
So, all right. So we have that one. And of course, we have Bethany standing back here, lurking and eavesdropping on a situation. Okay. So now we're going to get into the next skit. I believe this is the one where she talks to her mom. Y'all, I got this queued up. Let's not waste any time. Like, subscribe, and share as we go deeper into these 3 skits here. Oh, we're on part 2. This is where Shara and Brooke are having a conversation about Bethany and about why she went to jail.
Ah, how are you doing? You have a good night's sleep?
Yeah, I'm still a little tired.
I'm glad you joined me. I was about to bring you some breakfast. But since you're here, you can go ahead and eat it. I ain't got to carry all the stuff.
I didn't want to miss
Banana?
it. No, don't eat bananas.
What do you mean? Bananas are good for you.
Bananas are nasty.
You have a good night's sleep, though?
Yeah, I'm so tired though. I might go back upstairs and go to sleep.
What you mean? You see, that's why you shouldn't have been up all night watching TV.
Hey, I have to finish that movie.
I can't with you. What's on your mind? Look like something's bothering you.
I was thinking,
A mama can always read. Bethany trying to be a stepmom and replace Shara can't never read the room. Never.
missing Destiny earlier. Well, I
Yeah.
guess like when I woke up. And then I started thinking like when she was down here, she got in a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And you just moved here. You know, Atlanta is bigger than like what you used to. So it's a lot of more stuff to do down here. Like, and it could be like a lot negative stuff to do down here too. So I was just like wondering like,
What do you
Are you
mean
gonna-
negative stuff?
just like negative stuff. And I'm like, are you gonna get like in trouble being down here?
Who told you that, Brooke?
Well, I mean, I've heard Bethany talking about it. I mean, when y'all argue, I hear about it. Dad done told me about it. Like, a lot of people told me about it. And
So just want to drop us. We're gonna go through the comments that Bethany has made about that we know from the skits that she's made about Shara and her having gone to jail. But I think it was hyped up to be way bigger than what it was. Let's just see.
I didn't want to ask you over the phone because I feel like that was disrespectful, but it's always been like a question on my mind. Like, you always said you wanted to move down here. So I'm like, are you going to get in trouble being down here?
I understand. I get what you're saying, but listen, I want you to know that whatever Bethany or your dad is feeding you, all you have to do is ask me. You can talk to me about anything, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever.
So there still was some bitterness at this point with Shara just coming. There was some bitterness still between her and Larry. I think until Larry really realized she's here. And when he started having all these issues with Bethany, I think that's when he started to open up more to Shara.
Feel like you can't come to me and talk to me, and I appreciate you wanting to talk to me in person. I feel like it is better, you know. My past doesn't define me. You were really small. I was young and dumb. I'm not the same person I used to be. Yes, I got in some mess, did some time, did like 3 months, you know, wasn't really my situation, but I was kind of like in a mix of it because of the guy I was dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was scamming, doing some stuff, and I didn't really know about it and found out, and I kind of went down with him, you know.
Yeah.
But that's not.
Okay, so Shara didn't do the scamming. The dude was scamming. She got caught up, guilty by association, so to speak.
Not who I am. You know, I'm here. It's your senior year. I want to be here for you. And I want to start over and be in your life. You know what I mean? I know that I missed a lot. And it's okay. You know, it's not too late. You know? So don't ever feel like I'm incapable or have Bethany feeling like I'm incapable to raise you and put that in your head or anything like that because it's not true. And don't get me wrong, as much as I don't care for Bethany, she is good to you. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I want to call this out right here and right now. Bethany does nothing but talk trash every chance she gets about Shara. But in this moment, when Shara could have said all kind of horrible things about Bethany, she admitted, I don't particularly care for her. We got issues, but she has taken good care of you. She gives Bethany her props as her stepmom. But Bethany is constantly trying to overstep. The other thing we see here, okay, so Shara went to jail for 3 months for scamming. Nowhere in this skit, though, does she say she's on probation or anything like that. So you kind of almost think that you're getting Shara, that's a thug, but we hadn't seen Shara be thuggish or anything. You even with Crystal, who Bethany had got into it when Crystal was scamming. Crystal, you could tell she had a little hood vibes to her and scamish vibes for right now. But also she still had some decency to her. Shara don't even carry on any of the Crystal energy as a scammer. So I don't think she's a scammer. That's just my thoughts. All right, so now we're gonna hit part 3 of this because we're trying to get some timelines together and everything, y'all. And we're also trying to understand the timeline for Bethany, Larry, and Shar, that whole thing. So let's get to this next skit where Larry is talking to his friend.
She is.
I'm gonna pause. Okay, y'all. So now we're at part 3 of this breakdown, just trying to get a better understanding of Shara and Larry's relationship and the divorce, and also how Bethany fits into all of that. And I think this friend conversation right here is going to sum this up. Larry's talking to his friend and explaining how he and Shar and Bethany got together after he and Shar divorced. Let's go.
Being disrespectful.
No, man.
Yeah, my aunt made this gumbo. I told her, I said I want some gumbo.
Okay, yeah, this is right after the New Orleans trip where Bethany has shown out and cut the fool with the family. Okay, especially the scene with the gumbo with the aunt. All right, so let's look into this one. Oh, like, subscribe, and share.
Right.
So she made me a special pot of gumbo.
Okay.
And then Betsy told me, well, yeah, it's greasy. I'm
What?
like, I know you did not just sit here and
Stop it, man.
My aunt, you call her food greasy in front of her in her house?
Oh my God.
Talking about the color on the paint, the paint on the wall.
What?
After her house got remodeled, man, she was like, yeah, man, it was
See, first that white woman wouldn't have came to my folks' house disrespecting my family. Period. I'd have sent on back to the hotel. Matter of fact, you ain't even got to be here.
That's crazy.
Mine said, hey, you want me to get the recipe? She said, no, I can get it offline. You don't get no gumbo offline.
No way.
Man, it was, yeah.
No
Yeah,
way.
It was crazy, man. It
Look,
was crazy.
I know you're happy to be back.
I am.
All right.
I am, man. I really am.
And now you back. But I did tell you. I said that.
What?
You know what?
What'd you tell me?
I said that you was gonna have some issues trying to enjoy yourself.
Now, he did say that. I remember this conversation. They were outside of a little restaurant or bar or whatever, and he was like, don't take her. You're going to have problems.
I mean, yeah, you did. But it wasn't all bad, though.
Okay.
It wasn't all bad, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I needed to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, we're homies on trip.
Okay.
How do you go from Shara, beautiful, shapely, fine, to Bethany?
Why you gotta do it like that?
Hey, that's your wife. No disrespect, bro.
You know what he's saying, dude. You know exactly what he's saying.
Right.
I've been wanting to ask you.
Well, Shara was my wife too. But you know how that ended up. You know, you was there.
I was.
You know she cheated on me, how I felt after, trying to recover from that and raise.
Okay, so did he get with Bethany because she was white, or did he get with Bethany because she was big girl? So did he think that a big girl wasn't going to cheat on him? Because big girls would cheat. Big girls can get it. Anybody can cheat on you of any size, just like anybody of any size can be cheated on. Anybody of any beauty or lack of beauty can be cheated on. Anybody of any beauty or any lack of beauty can cheat on someone. Let's keep going.
Brooke but hold on, brother. You was married too.
I was.
How your stuff end up?
Hey, look, we ain't talking about me.
All right, yeah, we are. You talk about me, I'm talking about you.
Hey, well, look, hey, that was me, man. We talk about you. Like, you the one that had the fine sister, and now you got what you got.
Your wife was fine too. Nah, where she at? Gone.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Nah, man, look, man, being married, it's not easy.
It ain't.
Yeah, I went for Shara because of what happened between me and her.
Right.
It's not like I left Shara for Bethany, or I left Bethany for Shara.
You got a good point.
Or however you say it,
Yeah.
But after me and Shara got divorced, man, I was in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to recover myself and then dealing with, trying to deal with being a single father.
Right.
And Bethany just came at a time where, we just vibed and clicked and, She brought me back from a dark place. So I give her that. She takes care of me and Brooke, man. She takes care of the house. She cooks for us.
Right.
You know, she makes sure I'm good. So I rock with her on that one.
I respect that, man. I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was taking some notes. So here's what I done picked up based on everything that Larry just said in this moment. Bethany did not come into the picture until after. Now we're gonna check this timeline though, because Lynette has some issues with Bethany as well. And Lynette was out the picture, okay, with the exception of Jaden. So Larry's saying that Bethany came about after the divorce and she helped him to recover from this broken relationship. Now, we now know that Bethany has her own ex-love interest that has now made it into these skits. So now my theory is, I'm changing my theory a little bit. Did Bethany meet Larry at the time that both of them had ended relationships? And Bethany, who probably normally would not have dated a black dude, now be friends and decides to date this black dude. Larry, who's used to dating like those slim, kind of nicely built black women, be friends with a white woman, and she's taking care of him, but she's also on the plus size, and he decides he's going to try something a little different all the way around, no pun intended, and he decides to give himself over to Bethany. So I say that he trauma bonded to Bethany because of his issue. Now I believe, and we got to get more backstory on JT, who's now coming to picture. That's Bethany's ex, old Jesse, JT as they call him. Did they both trauma bond with each other? Did they both trauma bond with each other? So I'm interested to see if Larry is going to know anything about JT. All right, let's finish the skit, and I got some final parting thoughts.
I just know that you still going through a whole lot anyway with the new wife and everything. So what all comes with that?
Everything, man. Good, bad, you know, happy, sad. I mean, we have our good days. We have our bad days. It's like any other marriage, man. You know, you have times where things are great, then you have times where things are bad. But
y'all have mostly bad days, Larry. You and Bethany, since y'all came on this skit, y'all have mostly bad days. Starting with her cutting the fool in that office and you having to come over there and trying to get up and chase face.
They say it's for better, for worse. We have we ain't never had worse moments. We have bad moments, and we get through it.
Okay.
But y'all look at Bethany as, you know, who she is right now. Bethany's actually really fun. I was going to New Orleans to go on Bourbon Street and have a good time by myself and kick it. I feel like I ruined her time. Because she was down there getting it, man. She was drinking and dancing and smiling and dancing on poles and stuff. I ain't never seen that before. Oh yeah,
your Bethany,
my Bethany. Okay, dude. Yeah, I was like, that's the part of Bethany that people don't see. And if y'all see that,
but we have to ask the question: why don't we see more of that Bethany? And the reason I say that is that anytime Larry's friends, family, his black side comes around, Bethany cuts the fool. Even when it's just his sisters and nieces, she cuts the fool. So why can't Bethany show that side of herself to Pernell, to Tamara, to this friend right here, which I can't remember his name? Why to Brooke, to Destiny, to Duchess? Why do they always have to get the ruthless, racist, narcissistic side of Bethany? Why can't we see the fun side of her with these people? She can't even show the fun side of herself with her family. So there's a disconnect there. So now my big question is, what is wrong with Bethany? What is wrong with her? Okay, here are my final thoughts as far as the relationship. They definitely trauma bonded over JT and Shara. Okay. But I don't know that JT knows as much about, I don't know if Larry knows as much about JT as Bethany seems to think she knows about Shara. We know that the other thing that happened with Shara was the scamming. from the person that she was seeing. But what we don't know is if the person that she was seeing when the scamming incident happened was the same person she was cheating on Larry with. Because it sounds like these could be two different men. Okay. We also now have the age of Brooke when Larry and Shara divorced each other. She was 8. But we know that Larry and Bethany did not get married until Brooke was 10. Them 2 years, it just seems like a little fast. That's just for me. If he was that distraught, he moved on pretty quickly for someone who was so distraught. That's just my thought. Don't shoot the messenger. All right, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. We got some timeline. What are your thoughts now that we got a little bit more detail add to the timeline and we've kind of put these 3 skits together? Let me know what you think down in the comments. And while we're down here chatting about it, let's make sure we be about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until the next skit, peace and a big old bucket of grease to help us figure this out because we